Neymar was absent from the Brazilian national team's Wednesday training session. The player, who is recovering from a right calf injury, was absent and even underwent medical exams here in Teresópolis. I'm here with Marcio Yanaka. Yanaka, about Neymar's situation, right? People were already expecting him to undergo exams, but it seems a bit more concerning than expected, right? It is concerning.
It's concerning. Neymar arrived here. Yeah, the information we had on Tuesday, I talked to someone from Santos and they said that Neymar's situation would only be addressed here by the CBF. So, with Neymar's arrival and after the lab tests and physical exams they did, the CBF felt the need to have Neymar undergo a new imaging test to find out the real severity of the injury he has in his calf. Yeah, what we found out here as well is that Neymar is already out of Sunday's game against Panama and it's unlikely he'll be able to play against Egypt in Cleveland on the 6th. Remember that the CBF has to submit the list of 26 players to FIFA on the 30th, right? Because on June 2nd, FIFA announces all 26 called-up players from all the teams. So yeah, any imaging test that the player needs to do, we get a bit worried, right? Even more so because Neymar's injury wasn't really well explained by Santos, and the CBF itself preferred to only get involved when he arrived here in Teresópolis, here at Granja Comari, right? Yes.
And it's good for us to make it clear that just like Neymar, other players on the team also underwent lab tests, as Yanaka said. And then, later on, when the players were training here at the training center, with it being really cold here, Neymar left the training center and went to a clinic here in Teresópolis, in the mountain region of Rio, to undergo these new tests. It's also good for us to let everyone at home know that Neymar's arrival had a big impact here around the training center, right? He was the last player to show up, just like the other players. He arrived by helicopter, but when Neymar's helicopter landed, Yanaka made a great video of everyone celebrating since Neymar is the team's big star.
That's true. And it was interesting that people were following his arrival on that website, right?
On those apps, right?
Flight tracking app, and people were saying, look, he's in Magé, he's in Nova Iguaçu, he's arriving. And then there was a big celebration when people saw Neymar's plane because it's very distinctive, right?
Yes, it is.
The plane has his initials on it, so everyone already knew, even the helicopter's registration code, that he came in. It was really quite a scene. It's a shame he couldn't go out on the field, and there's all this concern around him, right? Whether or not he can be in the Copa, because I think when a player gets a scan, I think the risk of him having a more serious injury exists. Or even for the CBF to plan regarding the treatment he's going to have when he can return to play, if he'll be ready for the Copa opener on the 13th, yes. So, we have to wait for the next few days. And the CBF made a statement saying that tomorrow they will bring updates about Neymar and other players. If anyone needs workload management, if there will be any special work before the trip to the United States and the friendly match against Panama.
It's worth mentioning that besides Neymar, Danilo, the Flamengo defender, also didn't take part in the training. He played in yesterday's match for the Rio team in the Libertadores, and because of that, there's no problem. He wasn't injured, but he was doing recovery activities. Tomorrow we have morning training and a press conference, but we don't know yet which player will speak, right?
Yeah, the activity even changed its time, right? It was supposed to be in the afternoon, and the CBF just announced that it has been rescheduled for the morning. We're going to have 2 athletes speaking. The press office also informed us about that here. And then there's the first activity with media present, 15 minutes open to the press. We can record the players on the field, and then we'll get a little idea of how this team is doing, and maybe find out who's going to play against Panama on Sunday, right?
So taking advantage of this World Cup atmosphere, I'm inviting everyone to join us here at Lance on Thursday to follow this training session, those first 15 minutes like Yanaka said, and also the press conferences. Follow our website, social media, and YouTube channel for updates and special articles. It was a pleasure, Yanaka. Thanks for being with us, everyone.
So did you like this video? So like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you get all the notifications for the content published here on Lance. And